Welcome back to Comic Universe, the only nerd-centric thing you need in your life. DPZ rolling solo once again. Sorry if I sound a little different. I'm coming down from a cold I've been working off of, so sorry about that. But I decided to talk about some news that came out about a day or so ago. And yes, we are getting more animated series from Andy Shikar. Hope I'm saying that name right. Who created the awesome Castlevania animated series with Warren Ellis, and it is going to be a Devil May Cry series. That's right, we are getting a Devil May Cry animated series. I think this is really cool. Now, keep in mind, Dante hasn't been, this isn't the first time Dante's been animated. Of course, there was an anime series for, a while back. It was pretty good. I liked it. I know it didn't follow the game exactly. It was just kind of more... It was more like Supernatural, the anime, which, funny enough, there was a Supernatural anime. Anyway. So, I think this is really cool. And also, what makes this interesting is that this is going to share some continuity with Castlevania. That's right. Castlevania and Devil May Cry are going to be sharing a universe in a way. But it's being titled the Bootleg Multiverse. Which I don't know, like, that's a weird, it's a weird shared animated multiverse, but again, like, they did say that Devil May Cry and Castlevania will be sharing some continuity with one another. So, that's really cool. Another Capcom property, yeah, Castlevania's Capcom, and so it makes me wonder, what other properties are going to be put into animated form, because with Devil May Cry, we also have talks of Zelda, which I know isn't Nintendo, but the guys behind Castlevania have been in talks to do an animated Legend of Zelda series, which my buddy C-Dubs talked about and theorized what that could be all about. But let's focus on Devil May Cry for right now. Now, the big question is, much like with which Belmont are they going to focus on for Castlevania before we realized it was Trevor, which of the characters of Devil May Cry are they going to focus on? Are they going to focus on Dante? Or are they going to focus on Nero? Are they going to focus on maybe even Virgil? That's a possibility. Just don't do the Devil May Cry reboot version. No, don't do that. Don't do this, do that. This, not that. Winner, loser. So, just saying, don't do the reboot. I have no doubt they won't do it, but yeah, fuck that reboot game. Anyway, so that's obviously I think they're going to go with Dante, but you never know. Like, it was a surprise to see Trevor be the main focus. I know a lot of people were expecting Simon Belmont or even Gabriel for the Castlevania series. It was a surprise to some people, even me, to see it was Trevor. So you never know. Maybe they'll do Nero. Maybe they'll do one of the other main characters. But I think it's going to be Dante. I think it's going to obviously be Dante. It makes me wonder of, okay, what about are we going to see Virgil? Are we going to see Trish? Those characters. And yeah, it also makes me hopeful that we're going to see some good gore in here. We're going to see some serious blood and gore in this series. I'm also hoping, and I didn't read the whole, the article I read didn't say anything, but maybe there's been some more news since the announcement. But I'm really hoping Warren Ellis is a part of this as the other showrunner. I'm really hoping Warren Ellis gets to be a part of this, not only because Warren Ellis is one of my favorite writers, but because he's been so good at Castlevania. He's been so good at really making different forms of, really crushing expectations on the 2 seasons of Castlevania and working on the 3rd. So yeah, and also keep in mind, he's never played the Castlevania games. Like I said before in my Castlevania review on here, I think, honestly, he just wanted to do a Dracula series and and when they asked him to do Castlevania, they were like, yeah, I'll do it, just so I can write Dracula. And they made Dracula the most complex character. Like I said in my review in that show, Castlevania just felt more like with a Dracula show, but you didn't care because he made him such a engaging character and the whole world around him to be engaging enough to, not even, sometimes you forget that, you had, Trevor and his team, just going around books in his old house. So yeah. I really do hope we get, I'm really hoping we do get, Warren Ellis on this story. I really do hope Warren Ellis gets to be a part of this. And it makes me wonder, since we're getting this whole bootleg multiverse, you know, starting with Castlevania, now Devil May Cry, it makes me wonder, what else is going to be a part of this bootleg multiverse? God, this is a weird thing to say. It does make me wonder of what other properties could be a part of this. Could Zelda be a possibility? I mean, I know it's not under Capcom, but still, like, it's been clear that Capcom doesn't, you know, and Nintendo have been tight recently, obviously with Super Smash Brothers, so, and in the past, obviously. So it makes me wonder if what other game property could be a part of this bootleg multiverse. Could we get, like, a Tekken animated series? Like a proper one? Is that... Oh, that Tekken anime movie is so shit. Could that be a possibility? Could we get, you know, Street Fighter? Yeah, well, yeah, Street Fighter I think would be a cool one, a Street Fighter animated series, but I think there's a live-action series going on, so maybe not that. Maybe Dark Souls? Yeah, Dark Souls would be cool. Dark Souls, or, Monster Hunter, there's another one, Monster Hunter. I'd even settle for Ghosts and Goblins. You know, that game will make you rage real quick, but I don't know if anyone would be willing to be like, I don't know if you can, you know, the character designs might be a little too much. It'd be cool also with Metroid. I'd also like to see a Metroid animated series from these guys, because it's very clear that Shikar and his team really know how to capture the essence of the property, as well as, you know, do new stuff with it. They can capture the essence of what makes this property so good, but at the same time manage to, you know, do something different with it. Remember, like I said, Castlevania Season 2 did a lot of stuff with Dracula and his horde and made it very Game of Thrones-ish, and didn't really focus on more like, oh, it's an adventure. It's more like this deep dramatic series that still holds true to the game and the essence of those characters. So I really dug that. I really thought that was cool. So yeah, totally. So I'm really interested in to see what they could do with Devil May Cry. There's so much lore to that and also it's just, you know, as long as you keep Dante as Dante, I'm totally fine. Just him kicking back, eating pizza, totally fine. Totally 100% fine with that. That's I think all you need. Just Dante killing demons, eating pizza, drinking beer, and being a all-around badass. So, yeah. So you guys tell me in the comments below. What do you guys think of this so-called bootleg multiverse that they're calling it? What do you think of the the Devil May Cry animated series being announced? Do you think you'll focus on Dante or Nero or another character from the games? Or do you think it's just going to focus on Dante? And how do you think this is going to tie in with Castlevania? How do you think this is going to tie in with Castlevania? And what other games do you want to see a part of this bootleg multiverse? So yeah, and if you're new here, remember to hit that subscription button, hit that bell for notifications, as well as share on social media with your friends, family, and all your other people who follow you on social media and what have you. Because this is a big thing, you know, I figured might as well talk about it. And yeah, we're always looking to grow as a channel, and it's always thanks to viewers like you, that was a very PBS moment, wasn't it? To, you know, help grow and, you know, go further as a channel. So it's because of you guys that we can do this. So once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and we will see you once again, in the Youniverse.